Hello everybody and welcome back to Alps Panorama at the North Sea. This is your host White Games here, and I think we're gonna pick off right where we left off, which was cutting grass. So yeah, this is replacing that map that I did a map tour of and a second episode of New Bridle Shotgun, because I don't know, the fields on there were just a bit too extravagant, I guess you could say. And I just didn't really like the feel of the map because of the way the fields were. But it's my own personal preference. You guys can have your own preference. So I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh yeah, I love the big maps. But the problem is that big map is a German big map. And when you think Germany, you think small towns, like 3 big cities, you know, tops. And about the size of Pennsylvania here in the United States. So actually, that'd be a perfect description of the United States. Ton of small towns, 3 big cities: Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Harrisburg, and like I said, a lot of small towns, semi-decent fields, so you know you can get a decent crop off of it, make a profit to a loan if you took one out, or just to keep the farm running. You know, I mean, that's a perfect description there, Pennsylvania. So. But when you think New Bridle Shotgun, you think, oh, that's probably like Russia. Even though it's just Germany. So, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. I'd rather be on this map, even though this map is not as good, I'm gonna say, because, you know, I need to give it a chance, a fighting chance. So. But yeah, even though it's not the best map that we have, I mean, I'm looking at Grizzly Mountain. Because, I mean, you load into Grizzly Mountain and you gotta just wait for it to load, because if you don't, it'll probably freaking like glitch out and break. Yeah, but on Grizzly Mountain, it gives you a truck and a truck. The one truck is your truck for really getting to places, and the other truck is a truck for getting to, or is for getting logs. It's let me see if I can pick it or figure it out. It's this one right here. This is all they give you. And I'm like, oh. And someone on the team of FDR logging or something like that commented, yeah, we wanted to put a chainsaw in, but we couldn't figure out how. And I was like, okay, well, still doesn't give you the right to not give us like a tree harvester or anything. You know, in all your previous maps you gave us a tree harvester, you know, like where? And then it gives you this quote farming area. Yeah, no. I went down there in episode, like 1 or 2 or something. I think it was episode 2, because that's when I about gave up. So I'll like restart that map on something, probably like intermediate or whatever that's called. I forget what they're called. Farm manager. So, because that's the best one, because you can buy stuff, take out your loan, you know. And I think I'm gonna go for the wood chipper option this time, instead of the whole like logging thing, because I tried that and it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work for me. I'm more of like a wood chipper type of person, you know. Get the wood chipper out, throw logs into it, chip them up, put them in the back of a trailer, take the trailer down, sell it all, and be done with it. You know, not like hold it for a long time and wait till the price is good, dry it out, you know. Even though I know that's not what you do, but still it kind of feels like that. I really thought I was gonna get all that, but I guess I didn't. By the way, I'm gonna bring Kerbal Space Program back. I'm kinda just stressing at the moment because I can't get any more science. I need to travel out. But the problem is I don't have enough money to get me where I need to go. Well, that's a lie, but I need like money to upgrade the one thing to give me the ability to make transfer nodes so I can figure out about how much delta V I need, or meters per second extra that I need, without calculating that up using a MUN map thing, or the delta V map, to figure out how many meters per second I need. So, because we all know that's a pain if you've ever used one, because you gotta figure out this and that, and you know. And then if it's the case of Joule, well, then you need to strap like 8 orange tanks on, so like 4, and then attach another 4 on the outside there, with a big huge one for the core. But for Joule, really what you need is like a mobile space station, if I'm gonna be honest. Any of the like outer planets you need like a space station for. And even for the mod pack, what is it, like Interstellar Quest or whatever, I think I'd recommend even like a space station for that, because, you know, it's useful. You can fit like a ton of Kerbals in it. Yeah. And then, you know, just have a couple escape pods on there that will probably go down with the spaceship, because it's not Star Wars. And in Star Wars universe, anything goes the way Star Wars wants it to go, even though it's nothing like actual space travel. But yeah, really for Kerbal Space Program at this point, it's kind of like, oh, we just need more science, but we need to figure out how to make a vehicle that can do that, because at the moment we don't have enough parts. So I don't really know what to do. Because I don't have enough science, I can't like do certain missions and stuff. But like, I sit down and I did like 5 missions one day before I did a live stream, just to get extra science and stuff. But that still didn't help, really. I mean, that's a lie. It got me enough science to get the next node, which I messed up. I should have done something else, and I didn't. But, you know, whatever. You know, nobody's perfect, is... Oh, it's only been 10 minutes. It's incredible. Alright, we're doing the sheep, but we don't even have the sheep pen bought. Just kidding, we do have it bought. What do I have to feed them? Oh, I can't see what I have to feed them. Oh, whatever. Okay, oops. No, here we go. Oh, are these like custom? No. So... these are like the standard amounts. Okay, good. Alright. Did I go and buy a baler? Alright, I bought those. Please start the engine first. What? Okay. There's too many houses on this map, I can tell you that right now. Although I remember for 17 there was a map in the Alps. Because I think Frithgard did an episode, he did a series on it. It was one of his last series that he did. Actually, yeah, because it carried over just into the 19 launch, so it was like just a couple days before. And I thought it was an okay series, but everything was fine until you had to transport something up, or down it wasn't bad, but transporting something up, it couldn't be too heavy, because you were literally take this hill and maybe increase it by like 15% grade, and then that's probably about how that hill was, or that really it wasn't a hill, it was a mountain. It was kind of like that over there. Do we get like a truck? No. But yeah, it was kind of like those hills over there where that trail goes up. That's exactly what the hill looked like. It was at least a 30% grade, which is really tall. Or really steep, I should say. How tall something is doesn't measure its grade, it's the steepness. So if you've got a hill that's like the size of your thumb and it's got a 90% grade. That's not that steep because something really can't go up it, but, you know, ants, something like that. Yeah, fine. You know, a while ago, I was fighting between, it was like right before I got Kerbal Space Program, I was fighting between, do I get Shadow of the Colossus or Kerbal Space Program? I thought, well, I'll get Kerbal Space Program. They were both digital games, okay? You couldn't buy either one in store. Why can't you buy Kerbal Space Program in store? I don't know, that's just how the game's been since launch. I'm not even joking, on the PC version, you couldn't even get a disc. It's all digital. And I think they're heading in the right direction there with their games. So, I'm like, okay, you know, I'll get Kerbal Space Program. So, Shadow of the Colossus sat in the background. I didn't get it. Well, come almost a year later, I'm just sitting there like, what could I do? What could I get? You know, I'm sitting there thinking, I want a game. What can I get? So, I bought Shadow of the Colossus. And I loved it. You know what? I loved the game. It was, one of the best games I think I had played at the time, I think I said, or something like that. I don't know. I must have been pretty stupid, because like a couple days later I ended up quitting and deleting the game because there was one guy I could not get past. So yeah. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there were 29 sheep in there, but there's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, there's 20 sheep in there. Okay, not bad, you know what? Not bad. So I think I talked about it like earlier during the channel that I was going on a vacation to like Cape May over the summer, and I did, and we were down at the one boardwalk, and it was like an hour drive or something away, because the boardwalk's a bit better than the one that was at our beach. So we drive there. Alright, we're just kind of chilling around. This boardwalk's like a mile either direction. So, you know, there's a lot of walking. And we went right, and finally we started curving down towards this water park. And we were just about to the water park, and they start launching fireworks. And the first one goes up, bang! And it's just this, like, huge... I went the wrong direction. And it's this, like, huge bang, like something just exploded in the harbor. I was like, oh my god, what is that? And we look up to see fireworks just constantly going off. Bang, bang, bang. And these aren't the cheap kind either. These are, like, some expensive fireworks. And I can't believe I passed this again. I mean, they must have spent a couple $1,000s in fireworks, because they kept going bang, bang, bang. I mean, you probably could have heard it a mile away. I wouldn't be surprised, because we were standing next to them, and we couldn't even talk. It was impressive. You know what? That would have been cool. Hang on, I want to see the patch notes for this. I'll be right back. For this, for Farming Simulator. Like the update that happened before Christmas. I want to see what it says in there. I can tell you guys exactly what it says when I read it. Added landscaping feature. Added economic difficulty option. Crash fixes. Various bug fixes and improvements. 1, 2, 3, 4 various bug improvements and fixes. That's not good, Giants. Learn to fix your games before you launch them. But, like, the game wasn't even supposed to be launched for, like, another month. Like, it was supposed to launch the 31st of December. And I would have stayed home from a New Year's Eve party to stream that. But Giants changed the date to November 20th, released the buggiest game in the history of gaming, and said, whoops, we'll fix it in a couple of months, give us some time. And at that point, everyone's just like, well, you know, let's just drop their monthly views and everything. That way they want to fix it a bit faster. And they didn't fix it faster. It took them a whole month to fix it. Which is insane. Paid over $50 for this. I paid $50 for a bug-filled game. That's still not bug-free. I mean, this game's got so many problems, like the, what is it called? The Terrados or whatever. The Terrados T440. That thing sucks. What is this? That looks terrible, although it's probably better than the one that's in game. Because Daggerwin was using it, and I was watching his video, which is kind of rare. Because I'm more invested in looking at other games and stuff, and watching stuff that could help me later in life. But I decided to swing by his video because I saw he was doing sugar beets, and I wanted to see, you know, how everything was with the sugar beets, and he was going and going and going. And apparently, there's a line of code inside of the Terrados beet harvester header that gives it the ability to add a collision wherever it wants. And he kept complaining about it, and I would complain too, because, you know, it's putting a collision on beets, and you can't harvest the beets then. Okay, that's a lie. I do have access to the land. I'm sorry, I'm just too far. Which, you know, good thing I'm not doing beets, and I probably won't do beets till, you know, never, because beets are terrible. They don't yield hardly anything. If anything, I'm going to sit down and do silage, because that's once again profitable. Thanks, Giants. But, yeah, beets and, beets and potatoes. They're really... I'll do a contract of beets and potatoes, but I'll tell you, I'm not doing beets and potatoes on my own because they're not profitable enough for me to sit down and spend probably 20 hours. Okay, that's a lie. You know, I'm over on my land, and there's a fucking cold draft in my room. For some reason, on Sundays, it's only on Sundays and Mondays and stuff, the house gets so cold, and I don't know if maybe there's like cold air trapped inside the cinder block walls of the house or what. Yeah, the house is made of cinder blocks, which, I mean, if you ask me, I don't know who passed this house, but clearly not the government, because it's not even built on level ground. I mean, like, that's probably the one thing you want to happen, is for this to be built on level ground, and it can't even do that. Like, they couldn't even do that. The walls aren't level. I mean, you try to hang something on the walls and, like, pictures and stuff, and they like, lean out from the wall because the wall is farther out at the top than it is at the bottom in some places. In some places, you could probably lean on the wall and it would fall in. Or fall out, really. I'm honestly surprised this place hasn't fallen, but I think it's because of the cinder blocks and the very, very limited amount of brick on the front. But yeah, we're gonna like insulate it with stuff and then put siding on it, because with the cinder blocks it looks really ugly. I mean, if I showed you guys a couple pictures of it, you'd be like, wow, like where the siding meets the cinder block, because we didn't put siding on the cinder block yet, because that requires a whole other process that we don't have at the moment. Or we don't have the stuff for it at the moment, because it's kind of a pain. But we're thinking about doing it in the next, like, year or so. I just realized, if I can find my camcorder that I used to take a couple of videos, but never uploaded to YouTube ever, I might be able to use that as a camera for the, what's it called? My laptop. And because it's on a tripod already, you know, that's nice. So, yeah. Hopefully I can't, like, find it anywhere. But hopefully I'll find it, because I'd like to use it to make some videos. It's not the best thing in the world, but, you know. Oh, she's talking on the phone. I'm here just like, what is she doing? But, you know, she works from home, you know, so she's probably talking to someone. Wow, this gets tight. Oh my god! That was tight. I thought that other section was tight. That's a bit different there. Oh my god. This thing is struggling on this. I can't wait till we get some, like, older tractors and stuff, you know. I'm always talking about how I love those older tractors and stuff, and then I use them on a map, and I'm like, it's too small. Like, I think the only map I ever found satisfactory enough for the Massey Ferguson pack was either Ballincraig Estate, which hardly, I mean, it took me an hour one time to plow the one field. Altenstein, which is a German map with small fields, which, okay, that's a lie, those fields were freaking huge. And, what was it? The golden days of farming. That was really the only one that I found extremely suitable, because all the fields were small. You could, if you tried, you could own all the fields in, like, a couple of days, if you knew a strategy that worked really well. I, however, didn't. I struggled to set up even a basic farm at all in 17. I don't know how. Okay, you know what? You know, it'd be really cool if they released the Portal game, the Portal games on PS4. That'd be so cool, you know, like, to do a couple YouTube videos on, like, if they did, like, the Portal saga and just, like, released that, because there's 3 games, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And there might be, like a spin-off with, like, a different character or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But I've never played the Portal games. I've just watched people play them. Which was still just as fun, but I feel like if maybe they released them for the PS4, they'd get a lot of people to play them. I feel like if they released a lot of games on the PS4 and Xbox One, they'd get so many people in playing them. Like, if Bethesda remastered Morrowind and Oblivion, you know, which should totally happen because those games were amazing. They should also remaster the first 2. They should just remaster the whole saga, except for Skyrim. They already did Skyrim. Skyrim Remastered Edition. I think that's what I have. I'm not quite sure what I've got. All I know is it's got all 3 DLCs and I'm happy. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go back to that Skyrim. The one that I was playing on, and then I kinda just gave up for a bit there. And then came back to, and then stopped doing episodes of, yeah, that one. Oh my god, sneezing without sneezing. Only kills brain cells. But, I'm gonna go back to that one and try to get the remaining houses that are needed. And, I've only got grass. I really don't own any land, do I? You know, I've never used these before. At least in this version. 43,000. Oh my god. I don't know if it can do that much, homie. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what's this? Like 143. Oh. Yeah, it's 115. Like, we have tops 150. Oh, great. This one was from, like, FS13. Like, that's, like, forever ago. Yeah, this one's, like, really old. It's been in the game for a long time. How? I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, Giants must have struck a deal when they were, like, making the first game, because I remember that. Or not the first game, they must have signed a deal or something when they were making FS13, because that's the first time I ever remember seeing that. Did I ever use it in FS13? No, because I never made silage, because I didn't know how profitable it was. And then in FS15, I realized how profitable silage is, but then, you know what? You can only take out so much of a loan no matter what, and then I'm sitting there like, oh my god, I can't do this. You know how cool it would be, though? Like, if you could pay, like, if you could, like, buy currency in this game by, like, paying for it. Like, there was, like, a section of the menu that was like, oh, you want to buy, like, 1 million in-game currency? $50. You know, Giants would make a pay-to-play game. It's fine. You know, you can do free-to-play, but why do free-to-play? Because when you do, like, when you have a free-to-play game, the way free-to-play games work is they try to get you to pay. So the only way Giants could do that is to take the prices of basically whatever you could sell in the game and tank it down to like $1 per 1,000 liters. And so basically, like, if you had 800, you'd probably get like, 800, you'd get 80 cents. And everything still stayed the same price for the game. So basically, you'd be stuck at either beginning equipment or no equipment for literally until the next game launched, and even then you'd be stuck. So that's God. So Giants will never become a pay-to-play game company. I mean, look at Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite's pay-to-play basically. Well, it's called free-to-play, but they kind of force you to pay. They're like, oh, you don't pay and you get this really cool shiny ring. Do we get it in real life? No, but your character can wear it. It's not even visible. It's not visible to anybody in your party or your friends, or even visible to anybody when they kill you. And they're like, oh my god, we need that ring. And it's like, what are you doing? You don't need that ring. No, where are you going? Getting my mom's credit card. What? No, that ring is pointless. Nobody can see it. You're the only one that can see it. So, but it's cool. Oh my god, you moron. I mean, that's exactly how Epic Games works. And even like in their other games and stuff that they have published, they're exactly the same way. You know, that's reading 3.7. How am I at 2? Giants explain. I don't even know how this is gonna work. Because we're already like over a quarter of the way through this, and we're on the first pass. Like, what? It still says 3. How is that even working? What the? Like, Giants, you probably want to fix that. Just a guess, you know, you might want to fix the problem in your game. Alright, when we hit like 20,000, we'll be halfway. Actually, no. We're over halfway, which shouldn't even be possible. Because this takes like 43,000. 34,000, that's why we're over halfway. Yeah. In about an hour, we accomplished... we accomplished the ability to, one, turn plant growth off, because we first need to use all of this. How are we doing that? I don't even know, because this is gonna take us forever, and it's just a mess. I don't even think we can make it around this whole time, so that's gonna be a pain. You know, I remember when the only game console that came out, or that was out at the time, was the Wii. Like, the original Wii. You know, that was like... oh my god, that's considered ancient now. And that's what I grew up playing. Like, I grew up playing the Wii. Not the Wii U, just the Wii. You know, like the Wii, but the Wii, like W-I-I. I know it doesn't make any sense, but neither does Japan, and that's where it came from. Just kidding, I love you, Japan. Japan is an awesome country. You know, they're probably one of the few countries that is advanced, like, that far. Although they're one of the oldest countries, too, next to China. China's just like, oh yeah, we're the best, and everyone's like, no, didn't even see that person said hi. You know what? I'm a terrible person. I'm sitting here talking, never even interacting with the crowd. Well, that sucks. God knows whenever that person joined. Yeah, I kind of feel bad now. Okay. That's a really disturbing sound. Oh no, it's underneath. Animals. There we go. Okay. 14,000. I just... go get the water tanker and figure out where to fill it up. I guess go over by the biogas plant or whatever. Okay, you know what? I commented that like 1 month ago. I hate it when I comment on something and then, you know, the thread seems like it's dead on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, thank God the thread's dead. And like 2 months later, like I've had this happen, 2 months later, I get something that's like, oh, I know, look at that, it's so ugly, and I'm like, what is this? And I tap on it, and then I realize, oh, that's the thread that I commented in 2 months ago, and then I gotta watch the video again, see what I was talking about. And it's like, why just, you know the thread's 2 years old, or like 2 months old, like why even comment? It's just like, whatever. Jesus, how much grass do they expect you to get? Oh my God. Okay. I'll respond to that later, although I should probably, that's a lie, I should respond to that now, because I know if I don't, I'll forget about it. Thought it was gonna tell me to sign in. How long ago was that? 2 hours ago. I'm not surprised. FS Club got on, like, was it around, like, 8, 9 o'clock? I was around 9. Or it was after 9, because... Are you serious? I can't fill the water from there. Oh my God. Like, do I have to buy the water? My favorite thing is when it's like my language is English United States, and it's like, that's funny. Oh wait, maybe this is part of like a land piece you have to buy. Let me just move down the coast a bit here. Let's try this now, because that looked like it might have been part of the place you had to buy or whatever. First you need to fill the tool. Oh, there it is. There we go, now it actually makes sense. Although that's probably not where you'd fill it, you'd probably fill it up here from the top. Something about water pressure, probably. Hang on, I want to check out something. So I've been following a game for probably about 2 years now. I'm gonna see if there's any sign of it coming to console. Because 2 years ago, it was released as a beta on, it was released as a beta on PC, then it actually released, but I'd like to see if there's any sign of it coming to console. February 6th, February 5th, January 28th. Oh, it's open beta update. Never mind. It's an open beta. Yeah, there's no sign of it coming to console. Which sucks because their initial goal was to bring it to console by 2018. Scratch 2019. So, did that ever happen? No, I mean, I know it's only the beginning of 2019. We're only in the second month of 2019, almost third month, I think. I actually couldn't tell you what the day is. I know it's a Monday. Oh, thank God that sticks under there. Yeah, I usually get a lot of comments from people that are like, oh, can I join, and stuff. And they're like, blah, 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 and I'm like, it's easier just for me to say no than yes, and then figure out, okay, well, do they have this and that installed? Can I use this and that? And I understand, and plus I don't have PlayStation Plus for that reason, because I used to play quite a lot of multiplayer in 17 before I started streaming, in between when I used one channel and then moved to this one. I played a lot, and I realized there's a lot of people on there that can be like real douchebags and stuff, and it's like, I always ran into the problem where I was always in the map, or I was always in a game that, people were messing stuff up, and I was like, it's kind of like, are you serious? And then I'd have to just leave, I mean, at one point I did play with my friend. We played for a long time, and but normally it was hop into a voice chat group or whatever they call it on here, and or hop into a party and then just like talk and stuff. But it would be like 7 o'clock my time till we could talk, because like time zone differences and stuff, which was a big reason I kind of stopped doing multiplayer, because you'd get some people that are in different time zones, and then they just leave, and then the party gets kicked, and everyone's on their own, and it's okay. We're gonna stay away from there. Alright, they're going fine here. What am I doing? Oh my god, Daggerwin an hour ago uploaded Goodbye Felsfriend. Let's play Farming Simulator 19, episode 65. I don't know how that man could stand that. I mean, I sit here and I'm like, 10 episodes in a series, and I'm like, okay, you know what, we're done. You know, this map's kind of getting boring. There was like 72 new maps that were just uploaded too, in between when I started episode 1 and 2, because it took me 7 months to do this. But oh man, I don't know how I could stand that. I think he's moving to Peterville Farm, something like that. I don't know. And I know, like, with the addition for, of the ability that other people can have their own farms, it's not... Another reason I don't want to have people, like, asking for multiplayer is because that means I have to stop playing, I have to go, and I have to close this down, I have to open up multiplayer, open the map in multiplayer, and then finally they can join. Hopefully they can join. And then, under the case that they can't, the map is sitting on multiplayer for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the stream, and then it's like a pain to, you know, yeah, it's just ridiculous. You know, it really is. It's a lot that I have to worry about. That, you know, you don't have people sitting there making like 30 farms and stuff to get a ton of money, and then me sitting there struggling with my like 30 sheep or whatever. I mean, I know there's a lot of limits in place for multiplayer on 19, more than there ever was in 17, and even more than there ever was in 15, and even more than there ever was in 13. Was there multiplayer 13? Yeah, there was. So yeah, I mean, theoretically, I could have a multiplayer map, but it's really down to, do I want to? And a lot of the times it's no, because there's a lot that I would have to manage, you know. I mean, I know a couple people that have messaged me and they're like, oh, well, all you gotta do is just open the map up in multiplayer. But yeah, that requires me to just stop what I'm doing and, you know, spend like 5 minutes making the password, and even, and after I make the password, you know, you gotta make the name for it, and you think, oh, just make it something easy. But the password is gonna have to be really complex, and then, you know, really, it's just a pain. It's easier for me to just say no. I mean, I know I keep explaining it, but it's easier just for me to say no. And I know a lot of people can't take that. They're just like, well, why? Why do you just say no? Because it's easier to say no than to stop and do everything over again. And then the thing that sucks is if I start the map in multiplayer and someone makes a new farm and gets their 1 point something million dollars or something, or did we start this out on the hard or whatever? Well, anyway, then they get that, and I can never use this map again in single player, because if I do, all the money gets transferred to my account, and then I've got to deal with, like, a couple $1 million, depending on how many people I let join the party and join in and make their own farms. But, you know, making your own farm is nice for Farming Simulator. I mean, I don't think... Hey, I can... I don't think FS Club's doing his multiplayer thing anymore. I think he might have ended that. I'm not sure, though. I know he's doing City Skylines, Construction Simulator. Oh no, Farming Simulator 19, Marwell Manor, Farm Competitive. Okay, so he's doing competitive stuff still. Typical? Yes. Okay, I think this is like 1,000 or something. But I'm not actually sure. And you know, I joined FS Club when there was like, what was it? When there was like 5,000 subscribers, and he did his FS19 showcase thing. He gained a ton of subscribers. He actually started streaming and playing it, and he gained another couple thousand subscribers. So I was with him, or I was watching him when he hardly had anybody. When he hardly had anybody watching him, like, during the streams. There was tops, like, 15 people. You know, there was hardly anybody watching, and now there's, like, Marwell Manor, 2,000 views. And I don't even know why he keeps doing a construction simulator. Like, the one, he's only getting, like, he did Subnautica episode 3, because he did a redo thing. 180 views. 180 views. Like I said, yeah. That City Skylines, Green Cities. He says PS4 Pro on, like, everything. 484 views. That was 4 days ago. Subnautica was 5 days ago. I've got a construction simulator from 4 days ago and one from 6 days ago. The one from 4 days ago got 439 views, where the one from 6 days ago got 416 views. Oh, Subnautica Redo Episode 2, 202 views. Wow, that's a lot. It's an extra 22 views. Farming Simulator 19 competitive, Fellspring competitive team, 1.2 thousand. Would he just stick to Farming Simulator? It would, you know, his odds of making it in the Farming Simulator world are really high at the moment, you know. I mean, he's got 16,000 subscribers. How many does Dagger One have? Probably like 30. No, he's got 600 or 490,000. You know what? We're not comparing anybody here. But you know, like, oh wow, we're making a profit. That's not bad. I like how it just goes like, great amount at the port southeast. Yeah, well, who cares? Alright, that means we got a new bag, or a new bundle of sheep's wool. Which isn't bad, actually. You know, I think we're doing really well with this. Yeah. Oh, we got 2 in the night. 2 full bags. That's incredible. Alright, so do the daily task of I'm gonna be honest. I think FS Club has just gotten, like really cocky, because he's like, oh, I got a ton of people watching me, you know. It doesn't matter what I stream or what I play, because people are watching me. He's got that stuck in his head. And I kind of wish he would get rid of that, because nobody likes his Subnautica series. I watched one episode and he sucks at it. I mean, I'm just being brutally honest. I mean, I'm gonna watch again. Maybe he did a better in, like, alright. Maybe he's done better in his redo series. Let me check. Subnautica redo, scanning everything. Okay, gotta watch an ad first. Let me see. He doesn't even know what he's doing. You know, I've watched Jacksepticeye play Subnautica. He didn't know what he was doing, but very quickly he found out what he was doing. So I think that's kind of what FS Club needs to do. He needs to figure out what he's doing, because he's not doing it fast enough. He's just taking forever, really. So just kind of waiting here, seeing what time I get tired. Okay, it's now 14. 15's right around the corner, so let's just stand here. What does this say? Willkommen. It's probably like welcome in German or something. Okay, it's clearly not 15. I'm sick of saying that every time I switch to that. Oh my god, we can't have no more room. We need more sheep room. But seriously though, 30 sheep, that, or how many do we have? I mean, we've probably got, we've got 30 exact. So, but yeah, like, I just, people don't understand how hard it is to stop what you're doing. Like, stop this and make a multiplayer map just so they can join and play with me. Like, I could understand if I was a popular YouTuber, but I'm not. I'm just some person that streams every single day. I mean, it'd be nice if I got higher up in, you know, the ranks and stuff, and, you know, my stuff was a bit more appreciated. But it's not hurting me that I'm just saying no, that I can't, like, that I won't make a personal multiplayer map for people. If I wanted to do that, I'd do that. But I'd have a ton of people join, not just one person. Again, I'd make a couple maps, lock it so, you know, or I'd make a couple farms, so, and I'd lock it so that you can't sit there and constantly switch between farms, and if you do, you get kicked out. So, and, you know, I'd ban people. But I don't know which map I'd use, though, like, to play. If anything, it might be, what's it called? Oh my god, I'm doing a series on this, and I can't even remember what it's called. Marwell Manor. You know, I might do, like, a multiplayer map on that if I want to. But then again, I also don't have PlayStation Plus because I don't know. It's more beneficial over the summer because at this point I'm not making like any money anywhere, so I can't afford it. So maybe over the summer I'll get it and like make live streams where I like play with people or something, So at 19 we can start. I wish they would let you do 5,000 times, although you probably can't move at 5,000 times, which is why they don't let you use it, which is completely acceptable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with two pallets. 1,000. There we go. Yeah, so each one's 1,000, which it's not bad. Just trying to figure out what I did with the water tanker. Oh, there it is. I mean, I guess I've got time. I just need to be in the house and sleeping by like 1900-ish. Well, I can skip a decent portion of the night. How much does it cost to buy a decent section of this yard? Alright. Now I can buy miscellaneous. I wanna buy seriously. Oh my god, when they were doing the preview thing, sand castles. They're like literally, they went up and were like, "Ooh, look at the sand castles. They're cool, aren't they?" And I'm like, who cares about the sand castles? Like, can you show us around? Oh, that's cool. They have both farmhouses. Like, they're sitting there, like, gawking around at the pointless sand castle. Like, who cares? Who cares? Tell me if you cared that we were getting... Oh, wait, hang on. There's water supply right behind the house. Oh, my God. I should go on eBay and find one of those, like... Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't... The name's blanking. Like, Tamagotchi or whatever? Pets? I should get one of those and just do a YouTube series with it. Because there's, like... If I remember right, there's well over 100... Oh, look, you moron. I'm looking for the little bar that goes across the bottom. I look for that because usually that means, oh, you can fill here, you can't fill here in some sections, But yeah, I should get one of those Tamagotchi pets and film me, like, taking care of it and stuff. And see how long we can take care of it before it dies. But the problem is you gotta feed it like 3 times a day, and I could probably only take care of it over the summer. because it like beeps and stuff. So unless I took out like the beeping thing and put in like a vibrating thing, like one of those like vibration things in it, I don't know how it would go over at school. They'd probably be like, yeah, you're not allowed to have that. We're gonna, oh my god, it's already been an hour. Save intervals. You know, I'm kind of glad they're here, but the autosave function doesn't work like it's intended. The autosave function saves, even though it says 15 minutes, every 15 minutes if you enter this menu, it autosaves. That's not how autosaves work. I can tell you that right now. Because at one point I set it on 5 minutes because, you know, there was a storm outside, and in 5 minutes it didn't save. I went into the menu, and then it saved. And that was after 7 minutes. So, one, why did I detach that? And two, why is that the way the autosave function works? Although, that was just like right after the game launched, so it could have been a bug. Maybe it was fixed, I don't know, and I've just been saving through the 15 minutes, I don't know. But, how much woo we got? Okay, we should have a completely full lot by tomorrow. And I just cranked down the settings because I really don't care. Okay, yarn. Okay, you know, that's not bad. Not bad. Wool was the most profitable thing in 17. On Cobra Park Farm, I literally just ran a sheep farm because there was no point in running any other farm because every other farm took so long to set up, and you had to get grass equipment and stuff and blah blah blah. Now you can just in the beginning buy the stuff and later make it when you make a profit, which is what I want to do. I want to, on Marwell Manor, I want to do a cow farm, and the problem is I have to start on the new farmer mode, because if not, you don't get this special pen or whatever that they give you. You get a really boring pen, and I'm just gonna sell everything around it, which means going into the map already and doing that, and then starting it. Oh, but oh my god, sitting here flipping out like, oh my god. Alright, 17, 18. Yeah, but really, he should just stick. Here, let me see. Most popular video for FS Club. Farming Simulator 19, all confirmed features 3 months ago. Oh, what are his most popular videos? Oh my god, it's all Farming Simulator. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming! Oh my god! Okay, clearly, we need to just shut that down for a little bit. Calm down! I'm trying my hardest! Oh my god! Yeah, but he should have just stuck to Farming Simulator. I mean, I tried to watch some of his other series, and then I was like, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you get your pallet? There you go, pal. Wow, you're not dying anymore. Oh my god. So what's the spinner rate price like? Hopefully it didn't plummet too much. Oh. Yeah, we're like selling that right now. Just let me do my daily maintenance. Okay, the thing I'm looking for is this thing right here, buy that. Okay, this thing right here, buy that. And I kind of want to go up there. You know what? Oh, that goes up to the placeables area. How much for this place? I kind of want to figure that out. 100 and... That's a bit there. It's funny how it's been so long, but we've never run out of grass yet. Like, so technically we should bail it. I mean... how much fucking money we've got because we're not spending any money right now. Like, we should buy a ton of grass, or we should just buy a ton of grass fields and then cut them with the huge mower, and we'd be set like forever on grass. Okay, that's not how that goes. No. Lower this. No. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well, that's as far as it'll extend. So, you bring it back here, basically, and then you drop. Okay. And just, you know, you want to make sure you're kind of centered here. this one up. Okay, oh my god, just fucking drive. I can hear myself saying, oh, please don't let the spinner rate be far, please don't let the spinner rate be far. Halfway across the map, and there's the spinner rate, and I'm just there like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hit the brakes. Oh dear god. Skirt, skirt. Okay. So many like barren areas out here that I should just buy. You know what I should have bought? I should have bought a fucking trailer for this. Like, look at this. We're just like pathetic. Like, we're not even like on the roads at this point. Alright, might as well just turn off up here. Okay. This place does have a lot of hills, though. Oh, man. Don't do like a 6-point turn, because this doesn't work. Okay. That's it. 10,000. Actually, it was 2,000. And then I had 5,000. So I thought there was more. So, you know what? That is the correct amount. I thought there was more on a pallet, but nope, there's only that many. So in total, we have like 13,000. Something like that. Okay, is this like one field right here? Or is this... Oh. We should buy it. $200, $150. I don't know. Oop. Oop. Stuck the landing quite well. I think after yeah, I know I'm gonna do it after I get done with this. Selling the remaining 3 pallets. Oh no, I'm an idiot. We're gonna have 16,000 after all of this. Okay, this shouldn't affect the tractor as much, so we should be able to just kind of let it chill there as we drive. Although it's not really chilling there, it's kind of thrashing around like 3 children floating down the River Nile. Oh my god, I hope we get there fast. Oh my god. You know what? The 5 of them never even acted like this. Why are 3 of them doing that? Alright. Not even centered in the camera. There we go. Okay, turn this way a bit. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I said slow down. $6,000. There we go. So, what type of solar panels do we have? We have the 3,000 watts. Miscellaneous. What are 3,000 watts? Are they the small ones? Oh no, they're the biggest ones. Okay. Nope. Try this way. There we go. How much are they? Oh, 150. Oh, okay. Alright, I've done this for an hour and 35 minutes, so I'm done for today. I think streaming just in total because I want to start a series. I don't exactly know how it's gonna go, but it's gonna be on Marwell Manor, and I need to figure that out now, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be stuck trying to think of other things to do, and you know what, it's just better to not explain too much, because then I'll give away the series. But I want to figure that out today. I actually want to record episode 1 of it today. It's gonna be like a half an hour, and I'm gonna just upload it from here so that way it stays connected all night, because this thing here has a tendency to just disconnect itself from my personal hotspot at night, and I'm like, really? So yeah, anyway, I'm done for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.